So this customer has already cooked two engine computers and two ignition coil sets. So he was using used computers and he was using cheap ignition coils until this last time he replaced them with Hitachi, which are the OEM coils, and still was burning. I think it's already two coils are burned now with the original ignition coil, which are Hitachi. But how about the computer? Who's responsible here? The computer can burn the coils can burn the computer. How do you make the cycle here? Well, how do you make the decision? And why is this happening? So let's go through this diagnostic process and find out what's going on here and make a decision here for the customers. This is a 2007 Nissan Frontier. Customer concern is, he said he's been replacing the coils. He has installed several kits of coil already, like 5 kits, he said, and they get burned out at all time. He's burning the coils. And so they install a computer, PCM, they install IPDM, and they also install new coils all over. But he said like 3-4 sets of coil have been burned out. At this point I'm checking here, and we have here 2, 4, 6 these cylinders. So I'm connected to cylinder number 2. So the firing order for this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at this point I'm gonna be connected to this coil and the amp probe here connected to the ground, common ground for all coils. So we're gonna synchronize all coils and find out. First, let's duplicate customer concern. So he says it's a very long crank, and when the engine runs, it runs very poor. Okay, there is running. You can feel the misfires. We can feel the engine is misfiring. Yeah, the engine is shaking. So let's look at check at the oscilloscope, and we're gonna find out there. Yeah, this is what we have here. Well, I'm connected to cylinder number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it should be number 1, but we can see here barely like he wanted to do something, but it doesn't activate. We don't get a current ramp. So this is I'm connected here to the coil control for the number 2. So if the firing order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in number 1. So my problem is there. Let's see, let's check on the vehicle what we find here. Look at here. So this is the coil number 1. In this side we have cylinder 1, 3, and 5 on this side. They're in pairs. But look at here. I see the connector. Looks like it's been burned out. That connector for the coil number 1. Looks like burnout, but there is something else that caught my attention. Someone tried to fix those wires there, and the wire is partially damaged. So we're gonna try to fix that one, and I'll shoot that one back. Let's verify here. So on the blue channel, I wanted to be checking the 3 wires for control coil for this side. So basically, that one, this is for 1 coil. Can I do it with 1 hand? Maybe? Yes, it is. Look there. That's 1 coil. Let me connect on the second coil on another coil on this side. My screen went out. So I took out of the connector for number 1, coil number 1. Looks like this one was warm up, and we can see that one here.
don't know if the voltage drop is gonna be here, but we're gonna find out because this is the splice here connector, and we have the control for the coil number 1, 3, and 5. So we're gonna compare them and find out if the signal is coming out of here. If not, we gotta go back and come to the computer. Okay, we're gonna have the oscilloscope here while I go and check for a crank no start. Now it is a crank no start. So then I will have the oscilloscope here, and I got 2 channels, one connected to the amp probe, and the other one is gonna be connected to the coil number 1. I believe I'm connected to the coil number 5 because the number 1 we're having issues. So I wanted to make sure we get signal. So then let's go to inside the vehicle. Now here the computer is not sending out of the signals for the coils. When you want it to start, these are those spots here. When you want it to start, it's right here. See how we have a coil activity here? And there was another one here for a different cylinder right here when you want it to. Long. I think that's why it's burning out the coils, because how much time was that one? Let's see how much time was that one. How much time did it keep that one for? 68 milliseconds was the duration of that one. So that's a lot of time. 68 milliseconds. About 15 hertz. But here's another activation. And that one looks kind of normal. But this computer is not sending out of the signals for the coils. Okay. What's next? It's sending out of the spark or something out of time, and we have a huge amount of amperage draw. It's going. Let me turn off this vehicle because this is gonna kill. Gonna do something here. El amperaje sigue aumentando y sigue aumentando. Déjame apago este carro porque está haciendo explosiones aquí. Está haciendo explosiones a este lado. Está tirando la chispa fuera de tiempo. Bueno, esta computadora está mala. Vamos a chequearle positivos y negativos y de ahí vamos a partir. Let me turn off this vehicle. So that computer is bad. I gotta check powers and grounds. Load test the powers and grounds. That's gonna be it for now.
So basically what we found here is it's been a cycle. The computers have been burning the coils. The chip coils burn the computer, and there's been the cycle there. Plus this customer is been installing used computer. So I checked powers and grounds, loader test, and all of them are good. So at this point we are recommending a brand new computer and the ignition coils again, Hitachi. And the customer apparently he still wanted to install a used computer because it's under warranty, he said. So he's gonna still keep fighting this, because I told him myself I will not be installing a used computer to this vehicle. Computers and coils new, I said. Well, so the diagnostic is done there. As we can see, the computer is sending out not sending the signal to the control to coil number 1, and also is keeping for too long for other computer, for other the number, what was this, 2 for number 4 was staying for too long in the activation, and also is sending those out of time too. So there we go. So you need a brand new computer.